Hey, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I just wanted to get with you guys and show you a commission that I'm messing with. It's supposed to be a little Yorkie. Her name's Maddie. There's Maddie. This is with longer hair. I can tell by what pictures I do have that the ears are drooping forward and down, which is actually totally different than most of the Yorkies I've ever seen. And in most of the scenes, the dog is sitting down with its kind of leaning towards its right side. See the dog here? Now, here's the first little Yorkie that I roughed out. He might have been okay with it. The nose needs to look skinnier and scrawnier. But in the pictures, there's hair fluffed out here, you know. Same way over the head, there's hair fluffed out and over. Well, I'm working in marble, and it's pretty darn hard to show hair directionals like that. So that's where I'm at with this one. I started to rough in its eyes yesterday a little bit with a Dremel tool. And I have some little bits like this that I was roughing his eyes, and I started to shape his nose a little bit. But you guys, have you ever got this far into a project and didn't really like what you had yourself? I'm not sure what the client would think because I haven't sent any pictures to the client yet. But personally, I don't feel like it's what we're after. So I'm chalking the first one here up as practice. I will finish it, and I will present it to the client and let them see if they would like it or not. But I'm going to take you right behind the camera here, and I'm going to show you the next one that we're talking about, starting another one. So I'll show you the rock. I'll show you this rock first of all, which is, I split the rock in two. It was this long. I drilled it with drill, wedges, and feathers. I popped it in two, and then I began to trim it down after I leveled the bottom pretty good. So we just now rassled the second stone up on here. And anytime you're starting like this, you're like, okay, which one is the front and which one is the back? Which way? Well, I'll probably mess with the grinder for just a little while and see how the stone feels. I already know that the bedding plane's laying across here almost perfectly for the piece. And if I am going to do the Yorkie, let's say laying down more with his sitting down, let's don't call it laying down. But I know for a fact that I can lose this off here. Well, that's the name of the game at this point. Is I call it search and destroy. You search out anything that's not the dog and get rid of it. But now last time there was a crack in there and I ended up having to make it smaller than I wanted. So this time I'm planning on leaving everything way big until I get down to where I can see the stone. So we'll talk to you guys when we get there. Oh, hey, you guys. Welcome back. Had to get rid of all that stuff. You know, that is one of the things about carving marble. You got all this stuff on, and it's almost like you're in a spacesuit because you're hearing your own thoughts. You're inside here, and it's kind of cool. You closed off the rest of the world, but you're right into it's you and the grinder at that point. And I talk to my grinder quite a bit, you know, because every now and then it jumps back or does something weird. And you're like, oh, hey, come on, man. You know, so I do talk to my grinder. You guys, earlier when we were talking, Remember, it was square block. We just set it up here. I started whittling away because I know that this dog that I'm doing is probably at the most only 5 inches wide across the dog, maybe 6. Of course, when you're doing subtractive art, let me just mention, do you guys know the first rule of subtractive art? And if you don't know the rule, I will tell you. You can take it off, but you can't put it back. So always go big, everything you're doing, and work away. For instance, I'm not going to do any grinding. I'm just going to show you. I'm working away. Look at this angle from the dog right here. Everything I'm doing, I'm kind of working away and away and away, right? Because of that rule that I just told you. You can take more of it off. But if you take too much in the beginning, you can't put it back. So you always work wide and away from your subject. Now, back to what we're doing, you guys. You can't hardly see this photo of this dog. But I have some notes that the guy emailed me. And he says the dog is 8 or 9 inches tall from the floor to the shoulders. I just wanted to show you guys this because this is a commission. And this is the way I have to work stuff is the guy sends me a whole bunch of photographs and I'm going, oh my gosh. Well, the first one I showed you, the dog's not sitting down, but in all of his notes, he keeps mentioning that he wants the dog sitting. He says the dog sits on its right hind leg all the time. Well, okay, so that's going to be this dog now. And you guys, you can't see the photograph, and this is a rough drawing. I'm going around the picture. Way out, see, around the picture, down his back, the way he's sitting. I'm leaving plenty of room in the picture. Of course, the tail's out of the picture. But look at the way the legs lay in here, the haunches coming around. Early on in the game, you guys, I don't have anything to go by on this, and the best I can do is as close as I can get. I wanted to turn the attitude of the dog more, but this is what I'm going to get. So I'm going to do the head in here, the ears in this area, the ears in this area, head here. I'm going to begin to taper this body all the way down. As far as undercutting anything right now, you guys, I'm going to work mostly from the top and in and down because guess what? Look, I got tons of stone in and down and leave it there because if you go undercutting early in the game, you could make a skinny dog. So anyway, guys, I'll bring you along as we go. All right, you guys, I've been working with this 5-inch blade. I like this blade. It's got diamonds on both sides, and it cuts so good. I use it more whittling like a knife, But what I'm doing right now, you guys, is all the pictures that I have of our dog, all these pictures, she's sitting. There's not one of them with her standing up. She's sitting kind of a thing. So I decided I'm going to do this dog sitting down this time, which means on this side, you can see this chunk here where I'm starting to take it out. This side, I'm going to kind of lay in and under because one of the notes that the client said is she always sits on her right leg or hump or butt, on the right side. So I'm beginning to bring that around. And then in the pictures that I do have, there's an area on this leg that sticks out like a chicken drumstick or something. It sticks out when she's laying over. So I've got a lot of area in here to take out. I'm framed a little bit on the ears and face. Sometimes you go too far, In other words, maybe I should have quit up here and took my own advice, which my own advice at this stage, you guys, is keep moving around. Always look for areas that you absolutely know some more stone or wood could come out, like a little more up in here, a little over here, a little forming the haunches in the back here, a bunch coming out of here. That's the way I would move at this point, which is what I'm doing, and I'll keep you guys up to snuff. I just wanted to say something about this was the first one out that I roughed in, and somehow it just didn't ever look right to me. So now I'm doing it again. But over the years, I have done that so many times where I'm whittling something in wood that don't look right. So I'll do another one. And then I'll do another one. And sometimes I'll do 10 or 12 various things just to see if I can finally get it right. And that's probably what's going to happen with this. I got it going. I kind of like what I got, but look right there. I have another block just in case. We'll talk to you guys later on the project. Hey guys. Well, I'm back out here again. You know the old saying about the third time's a charm. Well, guys, oops, let me get my safety stuff off here where I can talk. Get unsuited. Guys, let's talk about these for a second. This was my first draft. After I even got it roughed in, I realized not only was it too small, but I don't think it was what the clients were after. And I was still having trouble with trying to get these ears to fold and come forward. It's just a weird thing to try to do. All right, here's number 2. I kind of like it. It's looking more like Maddie. Remember, our dog's name's Maddie. I think I could make the nose a little rounder and petite, bring some of the fur in. But you guys know what's wrong with subtractive art is you don't have sense enough to quit. You just keep whittling and whittling and whittling and whittling. Now, this Maddie and I have the same problems. I tried so hard to get these ears to fold and come forward, which is what I'm working with in the picture. The other thing here is this one leg is out and up. The dog is sitting. Now, let me tell you this about the difference between sitting down, and the dog all of a sudden looks like it's trying to poop. So sitting down is a tough situation. It's supposed to be up on this side of the leg, this leg butt down and in and under the dog. Well, which brings us to, I don't really like what I got here. And guys, I'm doing a study of this thing. Well, I hate to do it for a third time, but I've learned enough on the first 2 that says, here we go again. I got it pretty well roughed out. It's heavy, but I'm going to have the attitude of the head in a curve more this time than last. See, and I'm going to curve more. All right. Then I learned I got too skinny on the body too quick, and I still haven't got these ears squared out. So believe it or not, I'm going to start way the heck back here. And I'm going to bring these ears squared forwards and work everything on this head from the ears. Well, because I think that's where I keep messing it up. So anyway, guys, here I am again. Third try, third time's a charm. Talk to you guys in a little while. Hey, guys, well, here we are back again. Remember I said third time's a charm. Well, one thing I've learned each progression here, from this one, I told you guys earlier I got too skinny too quick. And oddly enough, a phenomenon that happens is you're doing this thing called carving, and it's a subtractive art. Well, oddly enough, the more you subtract, the skinnier stuff gets. After 45 years of experience, you would think that I would have that mastered by now. but it happens. And so here we are back to the third try, you guys. Notice that I have left a ton of room on these ears and stuff right now, this time. Notice that I'm framing in. The dog is sitting down. And notice that I'm framing in way wide this time. And I'm going to try to just stay big and work into this thing. We'll see how this goes. But anyway, you guys, just to let you know that even though I've been carving all these years and I have very few pictures of the dog, you guys, and hopefully we're going to bring this one on in. The dog is sitting down. Oddly enough, in the pictures, is sitting down in an odd pose right on his butt, but more on his right side. And the client that's wanting this piece told me that the dog always sits on its right lower hip or whatever. So anyway, try that out if you're trying to figure something out carving, you guys. All right, just wanted to bring you up to date, letting you know this time I'm staying fatter, bigger. The other nice thing here, you guys, is if I need more length here, I've got a good 1 3/4 more stone on the base to move down into. If I need to, let's say, lengthen the front legs or something, I can always move down. So anyway, guys, I'm all about the ears from here, and I'm going to work the ears and see what happens again. So I'll talk to you later. Well, guys, I'm not really sure if I finished them or they finished